Hey everybody, welcome back to Epic Beauty Fail. I'm Jessica. On today's video, we're going to be doing another Foundation Friday. And I got my hair done since the last time I filmed a video. I don't think you guys have seen it yet. My hairdresser went a little bit light on the top, but that's okay. Went dark on the bottom. Again, that's okay. I like the dark. It was more purple, but it's been almost a week since I got it done and it's sort of faded a little bit. Anyway, we're going to talk about this foundation right here. This is the Urban Decay Stay Naked Weightless Liquid Foundation. I do like the Urban Decay Naked Skin, which is actually in my project pan. I'm going to grab it real quick and we'll see how I'm doing on that. All right, so here is my Naked Skin Weightless Ultra Definition Liquid Makeup. I'm not doing too bad. I'm not sure if the camera will pick up where I'm at. I'm down here. I have this in the shade 0.5. It is the lightest shade in that foundation, and it is just a hair dark for me. Now, the Stay Naked foundation, they do have this in quite a few shades. I have it in 20NN. I even did like an online chat with them to ask them like some guidance on what shade I should pick up, and what the difference was between 10NN, which is the lightest, and 20NN, which is not, I don't think it's the next one, because, yeah, there's an 11NN, and then it goes into warm, cool, and then this is actually the 5th shade in. I don't know, I'm second guessing myself. I'm thinking I should have gotten either 10 or 11 NN. But I did like one of those shade matching things online, and this is what I came up with. So we're going to go with it. Before I turned my camera on, I did spray my face down with the Pixie Hydrating Milky Mist. I also primed my face with my Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer, which I'm going to be out of here soon. And I probably should replace it, but right now I have so many primers in my drawer that I'm not going to replace that. I'm going to try to use up some of the other primers that I have. Anyway, I am going to go ahead and read to you from the Urban Decay website the description of this. So, it says, find your naked truth with Stay Naked Weightless Liquid Foundation. Our vegan, buildable, medium coverage liquid foundation with a real skin matte finish that lasts up to 24 hours. We designed this lineup of 50 shades with 9 shade intensities, 3 master tones, and 7 undertones to dial in your precise color match. Our waterproof longwear foundation feels like wearing nothing, thanks to a breathable, flexible formula that moves with you all day and all night up to 24 hours. It not only feels better, it even looks better with its Stay True color, which minimizes the appearance of pores so you can always look like you. It's 100% cruelty-free. It's 1 ounce. You can get customized coverage with Stay Naked Weightless Liquid Foundation by using different tools for application. Light coverage, use the UD Pro Diffusing Blush Brush. Medium coverage, use a blending sponge or UD Pro Optical Blurring Brush. Full coverage, use a flat brush like UD Pro Large Tapered Foundation Brush. So, I'm going to be using a brush and a sponge today. I have my It Love is the foundation brush that I'm going to be using on the right side of my face, and then I do have a L'Oreal sponge that I'm going to be using on the left side of my face. So I've been shaking this up on and off here for a couple of minutes now. Let's go ahead and get some on my skin and see how it's going to go. Now, I will say this packaging is not as substantial as the Naked Skin packaging. This is very, it's like cheap feeling. This has like a heft to it that the Stay Naked just doesn't quite have the same heft to it, if that makes sense. I don't know, maybe I'm not making any sense at all. Anyway, that's the shade. We're going to go ahead and start with the brush. Okay, I think this is going to work. Yeah, I think this is going to work. It does not have like a florally smell, but it definitely has like a chemically smell to it. So I'm going to go ahead and blend this in. Hopefully it'll cover that blemish on my chin as well as some of the other ones I have around my face right now. But let's see. All right, blended super easily. I'm liking the lighter coverage. It's what I prefer. I'm sure I could build it up. but I like a lighter coverage. It is having issues on my nose, so we're going to go in with the sponge. I still have just a little bit left on the back of my hand, so I'm going to go in with that to start, and then I will get some more, and we're going to try to get this to sit on my nose nicely with the sponge. Alright, so I was able to get it to even out with a sponge on my nose. I probably am going to still go in with a little bit of concealer on my nose just because that's what I normally do. I did end up using three total pumps on this side of my face. Now I will say it did cover pretty well because I was able to build it up. The coverage on both sides, I was able to build the sponge side up to get to the same level that the brush gave me on initial application. I think going forward, if I continue to wear this foundation, if I like it, which I have high hopes for because the Naked Skin is one of my favorite foundations. If I continue to wear this, I think I would apply it with the brush and then maybe go over it with a sponge just to like make the coverage or the finish that I prefer when I'm wearing a foundation. Yeah. Right now, immediately after applying it, I like the coverage. I like the shade, at least right now, under these lights, the way it looks, I'm liking the shade. We'll see a little bit later. It is raining today. I don't know if it's supposed to rain all day. It wasn't raining a half an hour ago, but we'll see. Hopefully it doesn't rain all day and I can get a really good shot of it in the sunlight later. But right now, after immediate application, I'm liking it. I'm not like loving it though. So we'll see. As soon as it gets like all meshed into my skin, see what it looks like. It's transferring ever so slightly. I am going to powder. I powder pretty much everything. I just sometimes will use a lighter powder than at other times. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead, turn the camera off, put on the rest of my makeup, and I will be right back. Oh, the time. It is 7:58. So I'm going to have my face makeup on in just a couple of minutes. So we're going to call it 8 o'clock check-in time. So I'll check in at 8. Well, 8 o'clock will be the check-in time. 12 o'clock and then 4 o'clock. So I will be right back. All right, everybody, I am back. It is 8:15. I don't know if you need to see that, but it's 8:15. I rushed through my makeup because I have a phone call in 15 minutes that I gotta make. So, on the rest of my face, I have my Physicians Formula powders that I always wear. This is the Mineral Face Powder, and this is the Mineral Correcting Powder. I dip into both and then just powder everything. I do have, where'd my concealer go? It's here somewhere. My Catrice Liquid Camo. I sprayed my face down with my MAC Fix Plus in the lavender scent. I have the Bronze, the Balm Take Home the Bronze Bronzer in Oliver. Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush in Party. Tarte Amazonian Clay Highlighter in Stunner. You know, they only ever made 3 shades of their highlighter, and I think it's fantastic. Now, this is the only shade of the 3 that I can wear. The other 2 are deeper, but I love it, and I don't wear it nearly often enough, to be honest with you. I have my MAC Painterly Paint Pot on my lids. My brows, I have the ABH Brow Definer in Blonde. My Benefit Roller Lash Mascara. On my lips, I just have a gloss. I have this NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Creme Brulee. This is a Jam Beauty, made me buy it. I also had the shade Cherry Pie sitting here as well. I didn't know what my eyes were going to look like, so I brought them both over, a nude and a red, and I ended up with the nude because my eyes, I like my eyes. I have the Juvia's Place, what is this palette? The Magic Mini by Juvia's. Is that what it says? It says Opposites Attract. I think it's the Magic Mini. Anyway, this palette is gorgeous. If you have not tried a Juvia's Place eyeshadow palette, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. I have not been disappointed in anything that I've gotten from them. And if you keep an eye on Ulta, they do go on sale every once in a while where they're either like 30% off or 50%, 40, 50% off. I highly recommend them. They're vibrant. You can see my lids are quite vibrant, but they're gorgeous. So I have, I'm going to pronounce all the names wrong. Kessie in all over the lid. I have Nana just in the crease. I tapped Zuba, which is this pink, all over the lid. And then I topped that with Faso or Faso because I put Koji in the outer corner, and that kind of like muted the Zuba color, which is why I went in with Faso. On my under eye, I did Koji, and then I put Yajidi. I'm pronouncing that wrong, I'm sure, but put the two colors together to bring out that purple. I think that's it. Oh, and then I put Osun in just in the inner corner. And I think that is everything that is on my face. So I'm going to zoom you in and we're going to talk about the foundation. So right now, I mean, I'm literally had this on for what, 20 minutes. Actually, I'm really enjoying the way it's looking on my forehead and on my cheeks. On my forehead, it's not even like really deeply into my crease yet, my line, which is really good, really nice. A lot of the times the foundations just go right into that crease in my forehead, but it's doing pretty good right now. On my cheeks where I have all those imperfections, it's looking pretty good. The only issue that I'm having right now is my chin. It's getting a little cracked on my chin. I don't think this camera's going to pick it up. I will try to get it during my midday check-in, but it is sitting in some of the imperfections around my mouth. I'm going to lean forward a little bit. I mean, I am 40 years old and I'm starting to get some lines around my mouth, you know, with age, it happens. And some of the creasing on my chin is not fantastic. I think it looks nice at arm's length. When you get super, super close, which let's be honest, nobody's going to get that close, but except for me and my husband. Yeah, overall right now, about 20 minutes in, I'm actually enjoying this quite a bit right now. I don't feel like I'm wearing anything, which I think was one of their claims, right? That it's weightless. Isn't that what it's called? Weightless liquid foundation. I'm liking the shade. I think the shade looks pretty good. It could be a hair lighter, but I don't know that 11NN wouldn't have been too light. So, yeah. Anyway, right now I'm liking it. I will see you all at about 12 o'clock and then again around 4 o'clock. It might be a little bit after 4 o'clock. I don't know. We'll see. We're going to play it by ear. My days when I'm working are kind of hectic sometimes. So we'll see what time we get a chance to take a break. So I will see you all later in the day. All right, y'all. I'm a little bit late. It is 12:15 and it is cold and it is raining. I mean, it is November 7th. I think you guys are seeing this on the 8th, right? Something like that. Is it the 7th? Yeah, 7th. Anyway, I have not looked at my face yet. Let's look at my face. I can't really show you like direct sunlight because it is raining and cloudy. And I don't have like direct sunlight right now. But this is probably a good natural lighting to show you. I do like to show you guys my chin because it is the biggest problem area of my face. So my chin and the area around my mouth. But, I think my nose looks really good. I think my cheeks look really good. I think my forehead looks pretty good. You can see it's starting to settle a little bit on that side of my line. That's always a problem spot for me as well. But I think my cheeks look fantastic. I think my nose looks pretty good. I think around my mouth is probably as good as I could expect it to look right now. It is sort of cracked down in here. I've had foundations that look better. But overall midday, I'm liking the way it looks. I think especially like arm's length, I think it looks really good at arm's length. And the chin is not as bad as I've had with some other foundations. So I do sometimes get pretty hard on foundations, especially if it's cracking significantly, but I'm just getting a little bit actually, like right in here underneath that one blemish that is just holding on and not going away. Yeah. And then right around my mouth too. Can you guys see that? Right around the sides of my lip there. I'm getting old, what can I say? All right, I'm gonna go ahead, get inside because it's cold. and I'm gonna have some lunch, and I will see you all in a few more hours. Bye. All right, everybody, I am back, and I am very late. 4 o'clock was supposed to be my check-in time. It is 6:01. I've had this on for 10 hours. I will tell you a couple things, though. Number one, I don't feel this foundation. I don't feel like I have it on. It's just starting 10 hours in to feel like I'm wearing foundation. So that's a good thing, with one exception. You might be able to see, I'm not sure if the camera's picking it up, there's one little spot here on my nose that's like starting to be rubbed away. That's because it was rubbed away. I had a little bit of an itch underneath my eye, and instead of itching it, I just was pressing my finger on it like this to try to make it stop itching. And I rubbed this portion on my finger, just grazed my nose, and it wiped off the foundation in that one spot. I don't think it's terrible. Like, if I hadn't pointed it out, I don't think you guys would be able to see it, but yeah. So my nose is a little bit oily. I definitely, when I touch the back of my hand on my nose, definitely see the oils on my hand, but that's not really the foundation's fault. Overall, though, 10 hours in, not just 8 hours in, I'm looking down here in my mirror, I think it's still looking pretty good. I think it's looking pretty good on my forehead, on my cheeks. Not loving it on my chin, but I haven't loved it on my chin all day, to be honest. It's not any more or less cracked up than it was at lunchtime or at midday, I don't feel like. I have a lot of imperfections, especially on my chin, and it's just the way that my skin is. Some foundations are worse than others, and I keep like doing that to like stretch my skin because that's when it seems to be the worst. Yeah. Overall, it's not terrible. Would I wear this again? Yes, I would wear this again, and I like my original Urban Decay Naked Skin foundation. It's one of my favorites. And I'm not sure if this is like the exact same thing. It might be, for all I know, it might be the exact same foundation. But I do like the foundation. So it's just one of those things where the one that I had is a little bit, just a hair too dark for me. This I feel like is okay, matching to my skin tone. My skin does get red though, like especially if I touch it or anything, my skin gets red really easily, and obviously the foundation's not going to do that. Yeah. Overall, I like it. I think it feels nice. It looks nice. You know, overall, I think it's a pretty good foundation. It's only $39, I think. So as far as like higher end foundations, it's got a decent price to it. A lot of foundations are over 40, so this is just shy of that mark. Overall, I'm liking it. So, I mean, I didn't put it through any crazy tests. I didn't do any like exercise or anything. I've pretty much been sitting in my house working all day. Yeah. Overall, I'm liking it. I'm about to film another video for my other channel, so I'm not planning on taking it off. So there you have it. That is my review of the Urban Decay Stay Naked Weightless Liquid Foundation. I will continue to use this. I might actually put this as one of my foundations that I travel with when I travel. Right now, I've been loving, if you haven't seen it, sorry, if you haven't seen that foundation review, it's the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I've been like wearing this. I wore this for like my Christmas pictures that we've already taken this year. I take this when I travel. I know it's only a little bottle, but I'm like halfway through with this. And I just did this foundation review, I think in October. It might have been September, but I think it was October. So I'm loving this foundation. I have it on my table, but this isn't bad either. Definitely better priced than the Giorgio Armani, to be honest with you. So anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up down below. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and that little bell to alert you when I upload new videos. And if you have any comments, leave those in the comment section down below as well. Have you tried the Urban Decay Stay Naked Weightless Liquid Foundation? And if you have, what are your thoughts on it? I would love to hear it in the comment section down below. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you on the next Epic Beauty Fail. Bye!